Many people are wondering what Holiday World is going to bring in the future. This park has offered so many good rides and attractions, roller coasters, water coasters, and a great selection of water slides and other attractions in their water park. Having started almost 75 years ago as Santa Claus Land and developing into what is now known as Holiday World, this park offers many different things from big to small, offering something for roller coaster enthusiasts alike and the general public as well. We saw the addition in 2020 of Cheetah Chase, the world's first launched water coaster by Pro Slides. This water coaster opened up and exceeded expectations on all fronts, and we at Midwest Coaster Fans were there. We also experienced them handle an event known as Hollywood Nights during a pandemic, which was great as well. But the question remains, what is Holiday World going to add in the future? Its collection of roller coasters consists of 4 roller coasters and a kiddie coaster. The Raven, the Legend, the Voyage, Thunderbird, and Howler. Also, it is known as Water Coaster Capital of the World. But the question remains, what does Holiday World need in order to keep on moving up the list as one of the top parks in the country, as it already is noticed as one of the top parks in the country? I'm going to answer this in this video, and first I want to start off by the history of when coasters were added and why they're added, and what we think possibly could be added in the future to include flat rides and water ride attractions. Now, we do not believe that anything is going to be added for the 2021 season, but we in return think that for the 75th anniversary of the park, they are going to instead be basically reviving some of the old and blending in with some of the new. Now, in 1995, the Raven, a CCI coaster, opened up at Holiday World. That was followed by the Legend in 2000. That was also followed by the Voyage in 2006 and Thunderbird in 2014. There are many needs and wants at Holiday World. Holiday World has many water coasters, a good assortment of roller coasters, flat rides, and other things. In 2009, Holiday World would add Pilgrim's Plunge. At the time, it was the world's tallest and steepest water ride. That would fail, and they would have to remove it from the park due to the failures of Intamin in 2014. That empty space is still there, and you could see it from these videos. You could definitely see that this unused space is definitely something that I could see Holiday World using in the future, possibly for a variety of attractions. And I'm going to go over that here in just a second. The most favorite option is obviously the Mack Power Splash, but there are other options that we could go over in terms of water ride replacements. And then after that, we'll go over possible roller coasters and other flat rides. But let's go ahead and start off first by talking about the Pilgrim's Plunge area. So we believe that the Pilgrim's Plunge area could host a variety of 3 different types of water rides. The first being the Mack Power Splash. Now, we only see one Mack Power Splash that's currently being installed in the United States, and that's at Six Flags Over Texas. This Mack Power Splash would fit great with the space that is currently empty that Pilgrim's Plunge left at Holiday World. Let us know what you think, but this would be a great addition. It'd be one of the first of its kind, and we think that Holiday World would use the 2 trains or the 2 boats instead of the 1. We think that also Holiday World would also use the turntable, kind of like depicted in this video, unlike what Six Flags did. The second option that we're looking at is the Mack Rocking Boat. Now, this one would be cool, but we don't think that it would fit Thanksgiving due to the fact that unless you add it as like a Thanksgiving-themed boat ride and you add a storyline depicted with that, we don't think that it would be a great fit for Holiday World. However, this is still an option because you could utilize the existing infrastructure of the old drop water ride known as Pilgrim's Plunge. And this technology that Mack has came up with would be great. However, we don't think that Holiday World would pick up a prototype model of this. And that's why we think that the Mack Power Splash would be probably the number one option that they would utilize on that, because it has a couple of different installations worldwide and one in the United States. Now, we haven't seen the one in the United States operate yet because it's not going to open until the 2021 season now due to COVID, but this would be a great look at a different option if Holiday World decides not to replace it with the Mack Power Splash and instead replaces it with the Rocking Boat or the next option that we're about to show you from Zamperla. This is the third and final option for the replacement of Pilgrim's Plunge, known as Big Wave Z. Now, we already know that this ride is going in place at Luna Park in New York, so there is a possibility that Holiday World could add it. But the question remains, what would you do with the rest of the space if you only added this attraction? That is the reason why we believe that the Mack Power Splash is probably the number one reason, or the number one thing to be certain, or possibly a replacement with a log flume ride, but they already have Frightful Falls for that. So those are the three options on the table for the Pilgrim's Plunge area. So now we're looking at what Holiday World needs in the future. Obviously, Holiday World already has a good assortment of roller coasters. You have the Raven, you have the Legend, you have the Voyage, and you have Thunderbird, and you have a kiddie coaster known as Howler. We think that the one area, we think that wooden coasters, they have plenty of. We think that Thunderbird was a great addition in 2015, but something is missing in the area of roller coasters at Holiday World. We have three different wooden coasters. You have the Raven, you have the Legend, and you have the Voyage. The Raven packs a compact layout with airtime and laterals. The Legend does the same with laterals and speed and also with height. And then you have the Voyage here as depicted, that offers airtime, that offers the extremes, and with Hollywood Nights, you get to ride even more extreme on the Voyage and other coasters. But we also think that because of the top three Woodies that Holiday World has, and them only having an assortment of only one steel coaster, that Holiday World is going to eventually need to add something different. Now, Thunderbird packs a punch with its launch. Thunderbird offers a launch from 0 to 60 miles an hour. And it also has great theming, as you have the thunder and lightning effects before you actually launch, leading into that first dive loop into another regular vertical loop. And it's crazy that this coaster, it was able to pack as much as it was into a tiny area. But we think that the following coasters are going to possibly be added in the future at Holiday World, and we will explain the reason why right now. The first type of coaster we could see Holiday World adding is a Vekoma, kind of like the one found at Dollywood, and this would fit great in the Holly Dog area. This would make a great family coaster edition, which the park is severely lacking because of the coaster lineup currently. This would be a great family coaster for small kids, large kids, and families and adults. And we think this one is possibly the number one that could possibly be added at the park. The next option would be a B&M Hyper Coaster. And the reason why we say B&M is because they already worked with B&M with Thunderbird. Now, this is a great idea because not only does this have the height, speed, laterals, but it also has airtime. And we think it might be similar to maybe Mako over at SeaWorld Orlando. And this would be a great addition, we believe, to an area such as 4th of July that does not have a current coaster. This would add more people in the area of 4th of July. And this would also put Holiday World more on the map in terms of great coasters as they already have, but some people go to parks just for steel coasters. So this would add another great coaster in their already great lineup. And here's the final coaster we think they could possibly add, which is a wing coaster, a B&M wing coaster. Now, this would be a great coaster to put in the Christmas area of Holiday World, and you could have this just like over at Cedar Point at the front entrance area, and you could design it to where it looks like Santa's sleigh. And we think that this is a great idea, and this would also add, a lust of GP, which we call those people that generally just go to parks, the general public. And we think that a wing coaster would be a great fit for the park and a Santa theme in Christmas, because Christmas does not have a roller coaster either. Let us know what you think below. With the addition of Cheetah Chase in 2020, the water park is complete on water coasters, water slides, 2 wave pools, a lazy river, but it is missing one thing. We believe that Holiday World, in order to compete with other water parks across the country, needs to add what is called a drop slide. This drop slide, and finally, Rudolph's Ranch is an area that needs a revamp, and this could be because maybe Holiday World's trying to mix the old with Rudolph's Ranch and the new with the Holly Dog area of the park. Let us know what you think. This area is another one that could be updated. Overall, this is what we think could possibly be coming to Holiday World in the future. Let us know what you think by commenting below. We hope you enjoyed watching this video on Midwest Coaster Fans. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Like and share this video. With that being said, this is Chris and Midwest Coaster Fans signing off until next time. Thanks again for watching.